Well, hello and welcome back to our channel. If this is your first time visiting, I am Daphne Bascom and I am the founder of Wingman Wellness. Welcome to another Wingman Wellness Wednesday. So I can't believe it's already February, but the good thing is that because it's February, we get to follow up with Veganuary, and you may have seen Veganuary's last interview in January where Veganuary, or Veggie Ves, shared with us her journey through Veganuary. And for those of you who aren't familiar, Veganuary is a month during the month of January when a lot of people explore whole food, plant-based dining options. And I invited Veganuary back today to share with you a little more about her journey into the plant-based world. Welcome, Veganuary.
Hey, Daphne. Thank you for having me again.
So, Veganuary, I will put a link to our last video in the show notes below. But for anyone who didn't see you and your last video, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. So I'm a wife. I'm a mom of three very active boys who all play soccer. I am also work for a healthcare IT company, and I own my own health and wellness company. So I'm a little busy, but we get it done.
And what's the name of your health and wellness company?
So I have my own business with Arbonne,
Okay.
and it's been really an amazing journey.
Well, I have a feeling I'm going to have to learn a little more about that in an upcoming vlog. So for those of you listening, stay tuned. But let's talk a little bit more about your your plant-based journey. I actually reached out to your husband just to get some bird's eye view on how it was really going, and he gave you the 2 thumbs up. The interesting thing is that a lot of people, when they're first making the transition to a plant-based diet, find that it's difficult. So can you tell us a little bit about what it was like making the transition in January?
Absolutely. So getting my husband's feedback was probably a good call because, and I'm glad it was positive because you never really know. But I will say that there were some challenges initially, just with anything that we try. First off, there's always an adjustment, but ultimately, I really got into the swing of things, Daphne. And I will say that doing Veganuary, and I also did the Arbonne 30-day program. That actually just sparked my interest, and it really allowed me to have a complete nutritional reset with more of that more plant-based foods. And I will say that it was a great journey. On my typical day had my vegan protein shakes. Then I would have as my breakfast. Then I would have a snack like a rice cake with almond butter or avocado. Then for lunch, I would also have another vegan shake and then another snack shortly after. And then for dinner, I had hundreds of recipes. Now I got these recipes from your Pinterest page, from your blogs, and also with the Arbonne 30 plan, you do get hundreds of recipes. So I had a variety to choose from. But so I would make a yummy plant-based dinner. And once you get into that routine, I think that, it's just, it's as if you were doing Veganuary or any other month, right? I mean, it was just part of our routine and our new way of eating.
And did the kids enjoy it too?
They did. So having three boys, they're all very different eaters, but they were always so intrigued and interested in what I was making that they just wanted to have. And before I knew it, like what I would think I'd make for a week lasted just one day. And so it was a great experience for them to know as well, just to understand that, look, not every meal that you have needs to have an animal byproduct or something, that it can be plant-based. So,
And Esme, can you share with our listeners today one or two of your top recipes? Or I know your hubby had shared with me one that he really liked.
Yes. So I do my top three go-tos. I go for simple. Being so busy, I just go for simple, nothing fancy, but vegan quinoa chili. I have some lentil tacos are super easy. And then there's an amazing chickpea curry soup that I absolutely love. And I'm happy to share those recipes with you, Daphne, and with all of your viewers.
And that would be great. I can put them up on the blog, and I can put links below in the show notes after we finish our vlog today. So thank you
Yeah,
very much.
sure.
So let me ask you this question, because it's a question I get quite often with clients that I'm coaching. Is being plant-based expensive?
I thought that too. I thought, okay, I'm going to have to go to the grocery store more. I'm going to have to buy more vegetables. I'm going to have to buy all the organic and fancy stuff. I'm going to have to shop at Whole Foods and Earth. Nothing wrong with any of those stores. But I thought that it was going to be much more complicated than it is. And then I took a step back and thought, no, all we're doing is making, just if it grew from the ground, you eat it, right? And so it was just a shift. It was a shift from, instead of always getting the same things or going with the meat and then getting the breadcrumbs and getting this and that. It was a shift. Just like anything new, instead of I would actually shift from my groceries list. My grocery list just shifted. So instead of getting ground chicken breast, I would get lentils. Instead of getting, just chicken tenderloins or fish or ground beef, I would get, black beans or chickpeas or things. So it just made a shift. I will say that there is a ton on the market, which is good and bad. So I will say that not all vegan plant-based foods that you can see that are gluten-free or whey-free or whatever it may be are going to serve your body well. And I learned
Mhm.
that because I thought, oh, well, here are some crackers. I could eat these crackers and they're vegan. They're still crackers. And so you would just have to be mindful of the foods that you put in your body, depending on your health and wellness goals.
That's a great point, because eating whole foods is different than eating processed foods. And one
Yeah.
of the things that we're really trying to message, between the two of us as we share our journeys, is trying to stay away from those heavily processed foods, a lot of the foods that are high in sugar, oil, and salt, and really treating your body as the best way it can, which is, as you said, eating foods from their whole source, from the ground, and minimizing animal products to the best extent possible.
Absolutely. And just to go back to answer your question, no, actually, I saved money on my grocery bill, eating more vegetables. So again, staying away from the fancy marketing promo of all these highly processed foods that are vegan or gluten-free or whatnot.
Mhm.
I think those are the ones that have the heavy price tag, and they don't necessarily serve your body as well. So whole food, meaning shop that perimeter of the grocery store, not so much in the middle
Exactly.
unless you're getting some dried beans.
In talking about serving your body, I know that you are a woman of strength and that you like to work out. So, how have you found eating plant-based in terms of supporting your fitness goals?
Yeah, no, that's a great question because I was very worried about my fitness and my performance changing. So, first of all, big shout out. I've had Daphne as my trainer for several years, and she will kick my booty any day, which I always welcome because it hurts so good, doesn't it, Daphne? But what I will say is it did not impact my performance at all, which I was very shocked. I think that if you fuel your body well with the appropriate fruits and vegetables and whole foods, it actually gave me more energy. I thought I was going to run slower or lift lighter weights, and that was not at all the case. I really felt no difference other than I slept better without meat. I absolutely felt a lot better. And, you know, I know that the question is going to be, what are you going to do next? You know, Veganuary is continuing into February. So it's definitely been a wonderful journey and absolutely has opened my eyes.
So you think you're going to continue this lifestyle going forward?
So we have continued the lifestyle, and I do plan to do that. So now, will I completely cut it out every single day? I can't, probably not. But I will say that absolutely, at least 3 days a week, I will absolutely have plant-based dinners because and snacks throughout the time. So I absolutely will continue that.
Investment, talking about your social media, because I follow you on Instagram, um, along with your eating healthy, I noticed that you frequently you mentioned your Arbonne shakes and sometimes your fizzes, which I'm certain help fuel your workouts.
Yes.
Could maybe I invite you back to talk about them at another time?
Absolutely. I would love to share with you what some of my pre-workout and post-workout drinks and supplements are.
And I hope that's going to be in the upcoming weeks pretty soon.
Sure thing.
So, Vesame, I want to respect your time. I know it's late in the day and you've had a long day. And, you know, first of all, it's been so great to catch up with you. I know we've known each other for many, many years, and I've been fortunate to work with you and learn from you and look forward to learning more about all the work that you're doing, both to keep yourself healthy, your family healthy, and the work that you're doing with Arbonne.
Thank you so much, Daphne. I appreciate it.
And I want to thank all of you for listening in today. If you have any questions, if there's anything you'd like to hear Vesame and I talk about in an upcoming video log, please feel free to email us or leave comments below. And we want you to be well, be safe, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.